Today we are gonna solve Leetcode problem 1267. Count servers that communicate. Okay. So we had got a map of server center. Okay. In M into n integer matrix grid, where 1 represents server present in the cell and 0 represents no server present in the cell. Two servers can only communicate if the rows or the column containing servers, either row or column, should contain server in order to communicate. Let's see the example. So 0 comma 1, here is our server and here is another server. So when we check that this server row does not have any another server, so it can't communicate. And we also checking the column. So here also it can't communicate. Same for this also. Row we can't communicate and column also we can't communicate. Okay, let's see the thought process, guys. So in thought process, we are taking this example, guys. In this approach, we'll store information by pre-processing, like which column has how many servers and which row has how many servers. So I had created two arrays, index call count, in which we'll store the values count of columns, and index row count, in which we'll keep count of rows. Okay guys, let's start. So 0 comma 0, it contains one server. So we'll store here one server in 0 comma 0 and column also. Okay, let's go to 0 comma 1. Here also contain one server. So 0 comma 0, here will plus 1, here it will be 1. Next, at 1 comma 2, another server is there. So 1 row, 2 column. So here we kept count. Okay, next we'll see the server 2 comma 2. So row 2 and column. So another server is 3 comma 3 at 3 comma 3. So row here will be 1. So the data is stored among them. Let's start the process. For row 0 and column 0, server there, we'll check are any other server there in the row. Then index row count will be checked. So 0 comma 0, yes, there are two servers in the row, as we can see. So it is yes, servers can communicate. We'll see another row 0 comma 1. It checks the row. So in hero there one, so it can communicate. Yes, row 1 column 2, row 1 column 2. So here when we check the row from them, row 1, row 1 only contain one server, and we'll check the column 2. Column 2 contains two servers, so it can communicate. So it is yes. So we'll check 2 comma 2 in the index row count. So 2 row, it contain only one server. Let's check the column. Column 2 comma 2, yes, it contains two servers, so it can communicate. It is yes. The row 3, column 3. Let's check here. So row 3 contains one server. Let's check the column. It also contains one server. Saying so, yeah, it can't communicate. So it will be no. So total, how many servers can communicate? One, two, three, 4. So we'll return the result as 4. Okay, guys, let's start with the code. So first we create integer variable n, which we assign with grid length n, grid column length. So then we'll create that array index column count, and another array which counts row. Then we'll perform pre-processing of them in the array for row. Grid of row column is equal to 1, means it we found server. Then we'll add that count that we found the server into the variable. Row count also will perform simultaneously. Then we will create another variable which shows the result of servers which can communicate. So initially we'll keep it as 0, then perform and for loop for traversal again the grid. We'll keep an if condition where we'll check that grid row column is equal to 1, and we'll also check that index row count should be greater than 1, then only it can communicate, right guys? Or index column counts should be greater than 1. Then we'll add that count into the result server variable. Finally, we'll return the result servers which can communicate. Let's check guys. So there is one error guys. Let's see what is it. Grid row column is equal to 1 and index row count and greater than 1 index column count. We have to check the row, right? We have to keep here also the column array. Okay, let's check. Result servers, yeah, it should be S here as we declared here. Let's check. Okay, all test cases are accepted. Let's submit it. So thank you for watching guys. See you in the next video.